I thought of recording this video when I was older and wiser, but here it is. In the flesh. Dude, have you heard this new DJ? His music is amazing!
Dude, I hate that kind of music. I feel I should have you arrested for listening to that kind of music. And I think you stole that one thing he likes to scratch his nails against.
I thought you were cool, man. Anyway. He doesn't think I'm cool. All the 4 days I've known him, I've tried to be there for him. I've tried to please him in every way. Shouldn't I have an opinion of my own? Must I always listen to my brain when it's my heart that I should be listening to? What do I do? Dude, are you okay?
Do you think that I'm okay? Do you think I'm okay?
I think you are now.
He thinks I'm okay! Hi guys, and welcome to Self-Help Yourself, the #1 self-help channel dedicated to becoming the best version of yourself.
Have you guys ever known that one guy or girl whose opinion mattered more than anyone else's?
They're probably those trendsetters or those cool kids that everyone tries to be like.
There's probably been one in your life as well.
They are the real masters when it comes to deeming what's cool and what's not. Hey, I just got these new shades. Check them out.
Dude, those aren't cool anymore. Get with the trend. He doesn't think I'm cool. They probably seem cool at the time, but as time passes, they just seem to lose their steam when it comes to being cool. What they say and think matters more than what you think.
And then there's the haters.
These people have been cursing you and everyone around them since the day that they were born.
Dude, guess what? I finally made up my mind and I'm going to drop the excess weight and become fit.
I think that's stupid. You're stupid. And you'll never accomplish anything. He thinks I'm stupid and he thinks everything I do is stupid as well.
They tarnish your hopes and dreams and leave you feeling demoralized. Way faster than a wife who can max out her husband's credit card. They pretend like they don't care about what others are saying and thinking about them.
Oh, but they do. What they say or think matters oh so much more than what you think. And then there's the conformists. These people have the lowest amount of self-esteem of anyone you've met in your entire life. Yo dude, have you heard this new DJ? His music is amazing! Oh man, I haven't even heard of the guy or his music, but since you like him, I like him too! Their identity is directly dependent upon the people that surround them. What they say or think is what you say or think. So where do you fall within this list? Now, we may have played these roles at any one point in our lives, but the question is, where are you now? Do you know why what other people say influences you so much? Because you let them do it. Our social dynamic is ever changing. And today, we care so much about what other people think. This goes right from the shirt we wear to the pants we wear. We are constantly looking for the approval of others. We base our actions and decisions on how we anticipate that others will perceive us. And this goes all the way down to the thoughts that we have in our head. We have become these conformists that constantly look to fit in. And the sad truth is that we don't actually do the things that we always want to do because we're afraid of what other people will think of us. But are people really thinking about us? You know, in a world run by smartphones and gadgets, you really need to be stimulating people enough to retain their attention. But do you honestly think that people are criticizing you and cursing you behind your back? Do you really think that people are that concerned about you? You know, we have only about 40 to 50,000 thoughts a day, and even if somebody thought about us 10 times in a day, that's only 0.02% of their total daily thoughts. Now, we always start the day thinking about ourselves. People are never really going to think that much about you unless you affect their life in some way. Ow! Why'd you do that? We've become our worst nightmare. People pleasers. We're constantly accommodating others,
Thinking somehow that it'll stop them from judging us.
You probably think you're awesome, right? You're perfect. But the fact is, it's just the opposite that's true. If this is anything like what you've been doing, people just don't like you. I mean, they might accept you, but that's it. They're probably just turned off by it. And I personally know how hard it is. I've been doing it half my life. You probably don't want people to see you as a jerk. So even if I'm giving up my self-respect, I would rather others see me as good. Even though I may or may not be like that on the inside. But I'll tell you what, that probably means that you're being a jerk. To yourself. You're lying. You're being fake. All in an effort to avoid conflict with the other person. When in reality, you're choosing to avoid the conflict within you. That's right, within you. And to be honest, where does it lead? If you're overly accommodating or a pushover, other people who behave the same way are gonna say, hey, come join us. And now you're surrounded by people who are just as fake as you are. And before we know it, they're a part of our lives. They're probably as weak as we are. And we find that commonality with them and then we choose to stay with them. We're stuck after that. We just stop growing as people. There's nobody left to challenge us. We start to think that this is the norm and we're just comfortable. We just get used to it. And we stay there. But honestly, is this really a place that you want to be? You try to create this amazing self-image of yourself, or a fake self-image to be more precise. You've created an image of yourself that you like to see and you want others to reflect back onto you. And the cold hard reality is that you start to learn to become the nice guy or the nice girl. You start seeking praise. You live for that approval. Oh, you want this, and this is your drug. You go out there and you seek it every day of your life. But that's all fine until the praise is taken away. What really happens when it's missing? You start hating and doubting yourself. That's what happens. If you want to be more attractive and appealing to others, don't just style your hair or put on more makeup. Change the way you approach others. Stand up for yourself and what you believe in. Live life as you want it. Living each day to maintain that self-image, it really isn't a very good way to live now, is it? It goes right down to the point that you decide to let everyone pass. You're just waiting in line all the time. You become a spectator to everyone else around you, and those people are probably doing amazing things with their life. And where are you? Where are you? You're probably following that awesome person around everywhere, and that's all because you don't feel that you are awesome yourself. That's why you end up becoming somebody who doesn't have his own moral code. You hit a dead end when it comes to self-growth. My humble request to you is, please stop looking for confirmation from those who don't matter to you as much as the ones who do. Stop dreaming and come back to reality. Because although reality might suck, it's still more real than the reality that you created for yourself in this ideal world, which isn't real. It's not. It's all in your head. That's all it is. It's a charade and a joke, to be honest. And by no means am I saying that you're a bad person. I'm sure you've been bestowed with the best values that your parents could offer you. But I'll tell you what, there's a fine line between being a people pleaser and a complete jerk. And you really need to try and walk on top of this line. Be an acrobat if you have to. It really doesn't matter. And that's the truth. It just doesn't matter. Stop living under this cloud of self-doubt. If you have big dreams and want to do something with your life, get out there and do it. If you're constantly worried about what others are going to think of you, then you're never going to accomplish it. You're never going to do it. People might praise you, but it's temporary. People might criticize you, but that too is temporary. What lasts is what you see in the mirror of yourself and your authentic self that you project towards others. That's what you need to find, and what other people really need to see. What you think of yourself is everlasting. It's going to be with you for the rest of your life. So before being real to others, be real to yourself. Be authentic with yourself before you're authentic with anybody. If you're a trendsetter right now, you are so much more than that. If you're a hater right now, you're so much more than that. And if you're a conformist, you are so much more than that. And what comes out when you're real with yourself and others? Self-satisfaction, self-fulfillment, and self-actualization. That's what comes out. No amount of praise or criticism can give or take those things away from you. Welcome praise and feedback. Hold on to it and let it go. Take in criticism, learn from it and let it go. Think for yourself and stand up on your own 2 feet, because nobody can stand on them for you. Nobody can think for you. You are a strong and competent person on your own. You know, I've been doing this for years, so I know exactly what you might be going through. But if you are to grow, if you are to progress, you need to draw the line somewhere. I personally did that some time ago, and believe it or not, it feels so liberating and so amazing. I cannot possibly explain that to you. It's just awesome to have my own opinion about everything. It's empowering more than anything else. It is my hope that if you are watching this, that you would strive to do the same thing. Be the best you, and not the best you that everyone else wants to see. Love yourself, love the people who are close to you, and be a good human being. If you're still not convinced and need the skills on how to overcome this problem, well, I have a video in my channel. Do check it out. It's called How to Stop Caring About What Others Think of You. And that will be enough to guide you on your journey towards becoming your authentic and awesome self, and use that for the rest of your life. So guys, I hope I haven't gone on much of a rant on this video, although I probably have. But I think living under the cloud of self-doubt and the need for approval from everybody is something that I hope you can relate to as well. And at some point in your life you might have gone through this, and you still might have not overcome it, but I hope this video has shown you the light. Take care guys, and I'll see you in the next session.